What up, y'all? I'm back. Just made a video about me making this video and my frustrations going through it. I don't know why, it just makes me flow better when I do my video of my ramblings. I'm back with another video. And this video is going to be concerning the quote that I kept saying in my first video: all dispensaries are not created equal. You've decided you want to get into the cannabis industry. Congratulations. This is a commitment, mainly because once you enter into the industry, it may be hard for you to get out. Think about it. It's not federally regulated, and there may be some companies that don't want to associate themselves with someone that basically has been selling drugs. So yeah, this has to be a commitment for you because it may be hard for you to get out. Now, there are many different types of dispensaries to choose from. Colorado at one point had more dispensaries than Starbucks and McDonald's combined. Think about that. That's a lot. Okay, so finding the right dispensary will make all the difference in the world. I assumed that since I was new to the industry, that it was imperative that I enter into the industry just to get my feet wet, gain experience, possibly grow with the company. If not, I'd have experience and I could be able to move on. But move on to where? The dispensary with a bad work environment, or a dispensary with a worse work environment? Or should I find a family type atmosphere that I'm comfortable with? So how do you do that? Well, that's what you have me for, because I am going to give you that inside look and help you make that informed decision about the types of dispensaries that you think you might be successful at. So I'm going to share my expertise, something that I wish I had when I entered into. Within the last 2 years, I've learned a lot. I've learned what a dispensary is looking for in a potential employee, but I've also learned what a potential employee should be looking for in a dispensary. So I believe in the ability to make informed decisions, and my hope is that this video helps you make more of an informed decision and the right career move for you and the company. Now, there are different types of dispensaries. There's a pharmacy style, there's a deli style, a display style, and then there's a hybrid. As far as I know, I'm familiar with those four. Of course, there are going to be variations of that four, but they basically all fall under that category. Now, pharmacy style dispos mainly rely on their reputation of having quality products for the customers to make an informed decision. There are generally only samples out on the display, and the orders are filled from the back. All products are pre-packed. The focus is on speed in and out. Display style mainly rely on the customer to make an informed decision through interaction. You see a bunch of different packages behind you. It takes a little bit of time. The customers don't feel as rushed. Customers can choose what is available as far as quantity, usually 3.5 or higher in pre-packs, possibly no gram bags. Some dispensaries do carry grams, but most with the display style don't. Deli style mainly rely on overwhelming the customer, that's not a negative thing, with choices and interaction through the senses. What I mean is that it's just like being at a deli and you got all of these different choices of meat in front of you, and you're like, damn, I want a piece of the roast beef, I want a piece of that pastrami over there. So it's kind of like that. It can be a little tedious because if you have a bunch of different customers that want to pick at the deli at the same time, and let's say you got 5 customers that want deli style, there's only 2 scales. Guess what? 3 people are waiting, and it really depends on how much that person is getting, because with the deli style you can get a minimum quantity of like a gram. So you literally can get a gram of that, 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 and so it's a good style to be able to pick small amounts and be able to try different types of strains, but it can get a little tedious at times. The hybrid is a combination of the deli and the display. There are corporate dispensaries and then there are family-owned dispensaries. Generally, the corporate dispensaries are from out of state. They are companies that have already established themselves in the cannabis industry, such as like Colorado or California or Arizona. And they use generally right around the same type of retail model that they've been using at the other dispensaries, of course with a couple of tweaks that may come up with state compliance rules. Everybody's going to be different. Corporate dispensaries tend to sell products at rock bottom prices to try to monopolize the industry. Family owned businesses are local businesses that are passionate about cannabis and their state at the same time. Family owned dispensaries tend to follow an ever evolving retail model. They may not have it figured out yet, or they're growing a little bit too fast and they didn't expect to expand or grow so fast. So it's like an almost ever evolving model. Family owned businesses do not attempt to monopolize but only try to get an equal share of the pie. They generally have more expensive prices because they don't have other stores that can recoup their losses like a corporate store would. Family-owned businesses grow a little bit slower than corporate, but that's a good thing in my opinion because you will be able to grow with the company. You'll be able to see the growth exponentially on both ends, your growth and the company's growth. Now that I've given you some reconnaissance notes on what to look for, I hope that this breakdown of types of dispensaries help you find the best dispensary for you. It solely depends on the type of person you are. What's good for some may not be good for others, and vice versa. Again, while it may seem that some of my observations are negative, it is not meant to cause fear or steer away. It is meant for you to be able to make an informed decision. Ain't that a bitch? My fucking phone shut off. I just can't get help. Like, really? Are you fucking serious? Like, I wasn't looking at you, you like, you're supposed to be facial recognition. Wow. It would not be fair if I brought up negatives and not the positives, or the positives and not the negatives. I have to be able to stay fair and be objective so I can give you the best view from both sides. I believe a company is only as good as its employees, and I also believe employees are only as good as the tools, supplies, and knowledge applied to the task. I want to bridge that gap to make sure both sides are finding what they're looking for. I also believe knowledge gained is supposed to be knowledge shared, which is why I am sharing with you what I believe you need to know. My next video is going to cover the important questions that you need to ask, and I'm going to give you a few examples of my experiences and what I did. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, and don't forget to check out Budpedia. Peace.